When we discuss bilingual students, we have to understand that there's a difference between being able to speak fluently and being able to understand what is happening in the classroom. When we talk about conversational fluency, we are referring to the communication that takes place during a social interaction. It may be asking about the weather or what they did over the weekend. We may hear our students conversing and feel that they understand the English language. The problem occurs when we assume they understand and ask them to read a paragraph in their text and share the main ideas in their writing, but they are unable to do this at the same level as their native speaking peers. The Cummins quadrants can help language instructors to create developmentally appropriate tasks in the classroom. Cummins divides learning into 4 different quadrants in order to help identify familiar tasks and abstract concepts as well as cognitive demands. Quadrant A is where instructors should begin their instruction with activities that are easily relatable to language learners and not overly challenging. As students become more confident in their language skills, moving to Quadrant B provides an opportunity for students to complete cognitively demanding tasks that still relate to their lives. Quadrants C and D require performing tasks with reduced context, such as taking notes and completing standardized tests. Engaging in cognitively demanding activities with limited context may prove to be very challenging for English language learners. Each quadrant of Cummins' model is associated with various academic tasks and activities. In Quadrant A and B, students have visual and nonverbal cues that help them relate vocabulary to familiar texts. However, the tasks in Quadrant C and D significantly reduce the availability of context clues for students. As instructors, we must scaffold our lessons in ways that help students build confidence and understand in order to perform higher level tasks. In every lesson, language objectives can be extremely beneficial in content classes for ESL students. For example, if a math teacher is teaching about solving a specific equation, the language objective could be over describing a process or cause and effect. Cognates are great ways to embed language in content instruction. These words can be written on a class chart for future reference. Teachers should also familiarize students with reference tools such as dictionaries to guide them in comprehension. To advance students' writing, teachers can guide them in combining simple sentences with conjunctions or transition words. In conclusion, English language learners need academic language, or language that is used in schools. Teachers can help develop this language with their specific content. For each lesson, teachers can ask what language functions will students need to read, write, or communicate to understand the content objective. This answer would develop the language objective for the lesson, in which teachers can decide the necessary instruction and modification for students to be most successful.